Good morning everybody, welcome to Khong Driving. It's a fine morning and we are just about to start off our drive with the Perodua Axia, and we're going to go our normal route up Genting, and at the top of the mountain we have a small mission to accomplish, so stay with us. Alright guys, we are ready to start our drive and we are in the Perodua Axia. So we're just leaving our BHP station to start our drive. And for the first part of the drive, we are going to talk a little bit about the car and also see how it feels driven at normal speeds. Now this is a 1 liter 3-cylinder engine which has about 68 horsepower and 91 Newton meters of torque. Yeah, so it's a very small engine and it has very little power, but of course this is designed for people who are entry-level users and for people who are young, who need to have a car that is reasonably priced and also economical to run. This would be an ideal choice. Now in terms of size, this Axia has grown a little bit bigger from the previous one. The wheelbase is now 2525, yeah, so that is mm. And just to compare, the Vios has a 2550 mm wheelbase, so it's only about an inch shorter in terms of wheelbase from the Vios, the previous, the current Vios, yeah. And so it is a slightly bigger car, and the weight has now gone up a little bit, I think, from the previous one. It's for this one, it is 890 kilos. Still a very nice and lightweight, but we only have 68 horsepower. So today we're going to check whether it will climb up the mountain properly, yeah. Now in terms of speed, we are now driving at 90 kilometers per hour on the Karak highway, and the car is doing fine. Okay, I've turned on the lights just to make sure others can see us. Of course it does have auto lights, but I just want to make sure that the lights are on, yeah. And it seems pretty quiet. You can't really tell that it is a 3-cylinder, but of course when you accelerate you will feel or rather you can hear the sound of the 3-cylinder. It's very distinctive, but I think that's alright. Now we have also a DCVT, which is from Daihatsu, and it has 7 virtual speeds, I think, and it gives the car more fuel efficiency. Plus also it's a very direct drive. You don't get transmission slip, and gaps between gears, well, there are no gears, yeah, it's virtual and it adjusts itself, so there is no jump in the gears, and there's no like second gear is too low, third gear is too high, things like that. So it's kind of seamless and it makes for what I would call very smooth driving. Okay, I'm accelerating a bit so you can hear a bit of 3-cylinder sound, yeah. Now fuel consumption is mooted at 27.4 kilometers per liter. That is done under Malaysian testing conditions. We have actually done another test on this car, so you can watch our video on that, yeah. And I took it for a small outstation trip and it feels alright. You can, well, I hit the speed that was quite decent lah. Okay, it's above the speed limit, but let me just tell you, it has a number 5 in it somewhere, yeah? Okay, so that's the kind of top speed I hit, and well, I can't show it to you on video, but we found a very safe stretch and we hit a very nice speed. And in terms of acceleration, well, it does lose out to the bigger capacity cars, but it's quite decent. Okay, and other than that, the safety features on this car is fully loaded. It's got everything, yeah, except for dynamic radar cruise control. So it doesn't have cruise control, but it has got your blind spot warning, it's got your lane departure warning and your lane departure prevention. It tries to pull you back. It also has front collision warning and also autonomous braking. If you forget to brake, it's got rear cross traffic alert. And also at a traffic light, if you are stopped and you are playing with your phone or you're not paying attention, it also tells you the front car is departing. So it has this front vehicle departure alert. So that's very good for people who are absent-minded. Okay, in terms of tire size, this is 14 inch. I think it's 14 inch across the range. It's 165, 65. Sorry, it's 175 65 series, 14 inches, and I think there's some local tire, but I don't know. And we're going to check it out anyway on the mountain. It'll be the overall package that's important. It also has, of course, traction control and ABS and all the other things that are associated with safety, and also it has brake assist. So this car is quite nice to drive. It doesn't feel like it's underpowered because first of all, you must understand the weight is quite light, 890 kilos, and actually it's a lot heavier than the previous models because there is more safety built into it. Just to give you a comparison, in 1984 the Toyota Corolla weight was about 840 kilograms. Yeah, that was the 1.3 liter engine. Yeah, so car materials were a lot different then. It was okay for that time, but this one is now 890, so the body is actually quite a solid body. And I also turned off the collision mitigation and warning, of course, and blind spot warning is always on, so you can't turn that one off. And as for traction control, you can turn it off if your car is traveling below 55 kilometers per hour. There's a truck behind, we'll let him pass. And the problem is after 55 it will turn on again, so you can't keep it off. So that's a kind of built-in what do you call operation that you cannot change. Yeah, so we have to live with the traction control on. Okay, in terms of suspension, you have McPherson struts in the front, and at the back you have torsion beam. Okay, the gearbox is a CVT, but you have D, which is normal, and then there is a S, which is a bit lower gear. It kind of like keeps it in a lower gear, so you can't get in the top, but it's still quite decent. It's good for up to 135 kilometers per hour. I checked it out, and so that gives you a little bit more hold on the gear, so you don't shift into top gear every time you lift off. Yeah. So there's also a B, which is a lower gear than that, but I think we won't be using B lah. So we'll just keep it in S. There's no pedal shifters, and so you'll just have to drive it to the best of your ability lah. It is, after all, what you call an entry-level car. Okay, we are going to get off the highway, and we will start with a small little check on the cornering. Okay, there's a fast car coming behind us and we have to give way. So here we go. Check it out on the first corner in S gear. We're at 91 kilometers per hour. Oh, that's Thomas. Thomas! Look at him go, man. Of course, we won't be able to chase him. We're struggling against a Porsche. Of course you are struggling. Oh, he's disappearing on the horizon. Okay, let's talk about this car. Handling? I think it's quite okay lah, you know. Yes, it's easier to drive in the dry than in the wet, as with all cars. You don't need to lift off for the corner. You don't need to lift off for this corner either. Okay, there's a bit of a mist. We have to brake for this one. Okay, so this is the test of brakes going downhill. Thank you. with Thomas. Yeah, he's taking a leisurely drive. He just waved. Okay, so this looks like the end of our first half because there's a lot of traffic. Well, so far the car has been quite fun. And all cars fun as long as they have four wheels and an engine and you know how to drive them, they are drivable. Yes. Of course, on the second part, I think Thomas is going to leave us standing because climbing uphill on a steeper slope, this car will have a lot of disadvantage. But let's just see what this car can do, yeah? That's a lovely car in front. Woo! I'm maxed out. Okay, so we are starting part 2 of our climb. And the road is a bit misty, but we have our lights on. Works here. So far the car is handled very well. Because of its short wheelbase, it is a little bit twitchy. And there's a little hint of understeer. But other than that, it's okay. You can have fun driving this car. Okay, I think we had to pass him on the inside. there's a lot of traffic today. The car is so small you can squeeze into any spot. Oh, he's stopping at Jinsui. Motorbike. So we are offline a bit. Never mind, we just modify the line. Come out clean. So all you need to do is smooth out the corner so you don't scrub off a lot of speed. So far, I think traction control light came on once only. And here we are. Woo! That was a fun drive, man. Okay, so there's no limit actually as to what type of fun you want to have with any car. You just have to drive it to the best of its ability, and it will give you loads of fun too. Yeah, so you notice on some of the corners, you don't even have to brake. You can just flat out go through. Lovely. Okay, so overall, is this a fun car? Definitely yes. Yes, fun factor is actually quite high. Is it a very powerful car? No, it's not, but it's fun. So it's not about the power, it's about what you can do with the car. So overall handling is actually quite good. I must give it to the technology guys. They build the cars better and better, yeah. And Temperature, still normal. Everything is still normal after that hard drive. Well, I think the tires suffered a little bit, but at no time was the car out of control. So I think it's lovely. And like I said before, this is a car for the budget conscious. So who would be the typical users? Students, housewives, young girls going out to work, young men going out to work, very small families. Yes, you can drive it as a family car, and it is a very, very nice and safe car with all the safety features, and it is very, very affordable. Okay, so when we drove the car, we didn't use the ADAS system. We didn't use the lane departure warning. We didn't use all of the features. Yeah, we just drove the car raw, and traction control was there. And I think traction control is across the board. ABS is across the board. Brake assist is across the board. And well, maybe this one has the auto headlight, yeah, as part of the ADAS system. The others may or may not have it, but mechanically they're all the same. So you can buy the 38,600 ringgit base spec car and still drive like this up the hill, yeah. And the base car is actually a few kilos lighter. All right, guys, so that's the end of our drive. Thanks very much for being with us, and please don't forget to like and share. And if the sun, and if you haven't subscribed, well, we need all the subscribers we can get. Yeah, thank you very much for being with us, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye. But we have a mission to accomplish, and I will start the mission when I get to my normal stopping place. Okay, here's the secret mission. We have to take my wife out for lunch in a very special place, but she doesn't know about it. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, I finished my drive, and I have to do a bit of testing, so I come back in about half an hour. Then I take you out for lunch.
Okay, I'll get ready.
Okay, bye. See you in a bit.
Flashback.
Camera mount, microphone, camera.
Uncle Wes, I
Yeah?
just checked the car. Fuel tank's almost empty. We need to top up.
Okay, I tell you what, you check my BH Petrol E card, see whether we can redeem some points for petrol.
Wow, you've got 40k points, Uncle.
Really?
Yes.
Of course lah, I pump petrol, I get points, I buy things, I get points. I'm like that every other day. So looks like it's worth it all.
Yes. Let me see what we can redeem it for. Wow, you can use it to redeem a free hotel stay.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, let me look. That day until when they complain, I never take her for Valentine's Day. So maybe I can make up for it by taking her for post-Valentine hotel stay. Yeah. This Royal Chulan Seramban looks interesting because it's right next to my school. Maybe I can show her around my old school. I tell you what, you redeem for me this one.
Can.
How about some cashew nuts? Okay? Yeah. 1, 2, and coffee. I'll take latte. What do you want? This one, huh? Okay. Let's go. Hey, look. Hey, umbrella lah. Quite nice, oh. For rainy day, keep in the car. Take one.
Take one.
Yeah. And also a baby towel. Two for the grandchildren. Alright. Okay, let's go. Okay. Wow, you buy things, you got points. You buy petrol, you got points. BH Petrol, the right choice. Sweetheart, I'll just run to the loo for a bit, alright?
Okay.
Okay. Move in. Go and check in. Okay, see you. How's the food?
Very nice. Good.
Okay. This place is not bad, huh?
Yeah, very nice.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could stay here?
You want to?
Shall we?
Why not?
Yes! Let's do it! What?
Oh dear.
What?
We don't have clothes.
Wait. There we go.
You had it all planned, isn't it?
Now you don't have to worry. Let's go.
Naughty, naughty.
You like?
Oh my God.
You like? Happy Valentine! Nice?
Nice.
Yes. Here, sweetheart, for you.
Thank you.
Yes. She seems happy. I'm safe. Most important, she doesn't know that all these things I redeemed from my BH Petrol e-card points, it's absolutely free of charge. BH Petrol is the right choice.
Actually, I know all this is redeemed. But it's okay. I love it. He can do it more often.